welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion, Indianapolis Colts, and the champions of the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment. They've built so much, and now it's here. A chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
Yeah, we're here all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Play action now. It's Jones. Oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Cameron Johnson deep to return this. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. From the gun, it's Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. From the 46, here's second down and 4. He'll go again here with Irvin, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Send a man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Call it a gain of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Grover Stewart there for the tackle. Third and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards that time to number 17.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
On 2nd down, Baker. This one is caught by Shepard. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. First down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Payne Durham. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, it's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Jones. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Again, it's Jones. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a Colts first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Again, they'll throw with Jones. Pass right side to Downs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
In motion comes Pittman. Jones going to try and throw on third down. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another close first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Throwing is Baker. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes second and 4. To throw is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's first and 10. Mayfield to throw. Left side to Godwin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and will stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Godwin working the right side. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Mayfield. A throw behind his back. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. One final throw before the break. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more. And it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Scrimmage. That's about all. From 29. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Irving. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown Buccaneers.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Colts offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Gun, it's Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break the route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Jones. A throw on the move is caught. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long...
No chance at all. He'll go down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Shotgun now for Jones. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colts. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's his tight end, Otten. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. He did not. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it'll be 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chain. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Jones. Off he goes. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision, it gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Now, Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's Jones. Down the field, he's got Warren. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He comes to the line needing 6 yards for a 1st down. from the gun on third down. Jones. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. This one's on the floor. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Now, first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And this one threw in quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Now, still down one, here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bucs offense about ready to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Here is first and 10. Now Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. So for just the 3rd time in Super Bowl history, overtime will decide who lifts the Lombardi Trophy. A reminder of the rules: each team has the right to possess the football once. After that time, it's next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score going to end the game. All the replay challenges come from upstairs. We're going to play until we crown a champion. Four quarter, 25-yard line. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. It is 3rd and long. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Colts about set to punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Out right and catch made. That's Ibuka. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A short one there to Otten. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. It's Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They motion a receiver right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Colts offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Jones keeping this one. Bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 55 yards on the game.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some designed runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's a big one now from Michael Badgley. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. And that kick will last forever. They have won the Super Bowl. And the Chargers have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more. They are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.